The tapestry of ancient myth is rarely a static display of fading glory. It is a meticulously calibrated, high-pressure machinery of ancestral reincarnation, designed to recycle the souls of the fallen until they inevitably fulfill their predetermined, reality-shattering mandate. And in Daughter of the Moon, the haunting, atmospheric, and lethally paced inaugural movement of Isla Elrick's Guardians of the Fae Gate saga, the concept of Fae-inspired romance is re-engineered into a high-stakes, arcane industrial survival thriller. Elrick, the merciless weaver of this moonlight-drenched, myth-riddled, and reality-warping odyssey, delivers a visceral, deeply intense, and soul-searing masterpiece that treats the act of soulmate recognition not as a karmic reward, but as a systematic, reality-anchoring necessity. This isn't a story of whimsical, starlit reunions. It is a rapid-fire, deeply intense plunge into the logistical nightmare of maintaining a foothold in a realm where the Irish legends themselves have a predatory agenda. The perilous collision between a desperate protagonist's search for agency and the absolute, unchecked malice of an ancient, gate-bound entity that views mortal free will as a contaminant to its ecosystem. And the terrifying truth that when you engage with the Daughter of the Moon, you don't just witness a legend, you synthesize a reality-stabilizing buffer against the encroaching, sanity-eroding void. Elrick hooks the audience instantly by constructing a high-stakes, hyper-focused trap. A talented, disenfranchised guardian, forced to defend their soul's history against a series of supernatural invasions, finds themselves bound to a legacy that requires the systematic, tactical manipulation of nature's own unrefined lunar power to survive. The narrative center zeroes in on the protagonist's methodical, high-pressure descent into the gate stitching, a state of hyper-rational, myth-infused perception that forces them to parse the fundamental, reality-rewriting intent of their Fae-aligned magic. As they traverse the oppressive, forest-shadowed corridors of the Hidden Realm and the dangerously shifting, memory-saturated archives of the Irish borderlands, they realize that their protection is not merely a service provision. It is a systemic catalyst that is drawing the attention of the Gate Wardens, entities that hunt those who dare to master the lore that consumes reality. The investigation into the sudden, coordinated disappearance of the kingdom's most skilled truth-seekers quickly escalates into a dangerous, high-stakes tactical chess match as they discover that the entire mythological structure has been covertly funded by the very darkness they are working to keep at bay. Forced to juggle the logistical nightmare of managing a rapidly decaying, reality-bending research project, the constant, suffocating threat of archival erasure, and the mounting, undeniable encounter with the cost of their own burgeoning power, they must synthesize a new way of existing, one built on tactical linguistics, radical, improvised spellweaving, and an unyielding, purely human refusal to let their truth be redacted by the Gate's relentless, physics-enforcing machinery. Elrick's writing style is unapologetically rhythmic, machine-gun fast, and saturated with an intense, authentic blend of Fae arcane jargon, sharp, cynical, intellectual wit, and high-stakes environmental dread. She builds exceptional structural tension by pairing the mundane, aching routines of survival, cross-referencing tactical lunar maps, deciphering forbidden, myth-aligned texts, and enduring the quiet, crushing weight of constant, vigilant isolation, with the chaotic, nightmare-filled assaults of the realm's truth-guarding spirits. The story moves forward with a relentless, momentum-driven energy, turning routine analytical probes, calculated maneuvers through the Gate's secret silver-filled basements, and tense, high-stakes standoffs with lethal, logic-warping figures into pulse-pounding steps closer to an inevitable, reality-defining confrontation. The presentation thrives on this sharp analytical focus, making every discovered anomaly, every executed reality stabilization command, and every deep-seated fear confronted feel like a high-stakes victory for the human spirit. What makes Daughter of the Moon an exceptional entry in the modern dark romantasy saga is Elrick's unparalleled ability to develop a highly compelling, logic-driven guardian whose cognitive discipline is treated as a supreme navigational asset rather than a tragic fading memory. Watch as they transform their experience with obscure, gate-bound data into a compass, learning to navigate the chaotic heavens to outmaneuver a power that operates with absolute, terrifying precision. As the structural walls of their reality begin to collapse, and the true scope of the moon danger is exposed, the pacing transforms into a breathless, heart-pounding race to maintain the shred of truth they carry before their consciousness is permanently unstitched by the Gate's relentless, physics-enforcing machinery. The final act is an absolute masterclass in suspense, delivering a barrage of explosive realizations, shattered paradigms, and a spectacular, jaw-dropping climax that completely leaves the reader thoroughly stunned.
For fans of thrillers demanding a brilliant, character-driven, and masterfully paced exploration of physics and mythic imperialism, this book delivers an unforgettable shock.